You know, big red carpet premieres, blockbuster movie franchises. These are all new big trends. Maybe you would call them even like classic traditions in movies. One of the newest big traditions in movies is toy lines spoiling things that are coming out in upcoming movies. Now, I'm going to give you guys a warning right now that while what we are going to be talking about here is now, unfortunately, publicly available information, I am going to give you a warning that this next topic will be talking a little bit about a potential spoiler for the upcoming The Flash movie. All right, so you've been warned. If you don't want to hear this topic, sail on away and then come on back. But like I said, this is now out there. It's publicly available information. So here we go. So we know the Flash movie is coming out and it's on its way, and everything that we've been hearing about it is absolutely fantastic. I mean, that's the word, that the movie is absolutely fantastic. We've heard industry insiders say it. I have talked to people I know that said it. Rob has talked to people that he knows that have said that it's absolutely fantastic. James Gunn himself is saying it's one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. All good stuff. And I'm excited about it. And we're going to be watching it in about a month and a half from now, almost 2 months early at Las Vegas CinemaCon, which I'm also very, very stoked about. So with all that said, you knew toys were going to start coming out. Now, in case you didn't know, and I only learned this because my wife worked in the toy industry for a while. She was a bigwig over at Hasbro for a number of years. But I found out when she started working there that, you know, the development on these toys actually has to go into production like a year before the movies come out. Like, it was often that my wife, Ann, would literally have to fly and be flown out to movie studios. She had to go out to Lucasfilm. She had to go to Skywalker Ranch. She had to go to various studios sometimes to look at storyboards and things like that, because the toy company needs to know what it is they're going to be making, because it takes them a long ass time to make these toys. And as a result, sometimes we get little leaks. And for Flash, we got one because Funko Pops, which I adore my Funko Pops, but they have put out a, I guess they've got some toys coming out. And, you know, on the back of the Funko Pop box, they'll have a number of other figures from that same line. Well, as you can see in this one, there's a couple of interesting ones, including, not the least of which, top center, Wonder Woman. And it looks like the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman. That, at least it's hard to say from a pop figure, but it looks pretty damn close to being a Gal Gadot Wonder Woman there. Also, we saw this kind of teased before and leaked a little bit before. It looks like Dark Flash is on there, which we are then going to assume is probably the main antagonist of this thing. Like, we've seen Zod, but I have a feeling Zod, I don't know this, I just have a feeling Zod's not going to be a major player in the movie. And it looks like maybe Dark Flash will be. Of course, when we get a look at the two Batmans, we got the Michael Keaton Batman, we got the Ben Affleck Batman down there, Iris West, of course, Supergirl. A very interesting looking, well, first we got a regular looking Barry as the Flash, and then right beside him another looking Barry, which is, I guess, the Barry from the first dimension that he visits. Anyway, it looks like Wonder Woman. Now, I remember watching a trailer recently, and somebody took a freeze frame of one frame where it looks like from overhead and slightly behind, you could see somebody doing this, and it looked like Wonder Woman's bracers on her arms. And somebody said, there it is, that's Wonder Woman. I said, well, I mean, it kind of looks like it could be, but you never know. Well, the toy line here kind of maybe suggests that it is Wonder Woman popping up in this movie. Now, it needs to be said, and we bring this up every time the topic of toys, maybe giving a spoiler away, comes up. It needs to be pointed out that there have been toys come out that look like they were revealing a spoiler, and it turns out that toy wasn't in the movie at all. For example, there was a Justice League toy set that came out before the movie came out, and it had, you know, the Jason Aquaman, the Batman, all that kind of stuff, but it also included a Lex Luthor in his giant purple battle armor that we recognize from the comics. And obviously that was not in the movie at all. So it's possible that what we're looking at here on the back of the Funko Pop boxes aren't even in the movie. That's completely possible. But we've all heard rumors that Wonder Woman was going to pop up in this movie. We saw some stuff maybe in a trailer before. I mean, so it looks like this is the way it's going. Anyway, Rob, you had a chance. You saw the toy box. First of all, what really can be done about this trend, I guess, of toy stuff releasing information about a movie early? And then what do you think about this idea of Wonder Woman being in there? Do you think she'll actually pop up?
Well, first of all, they have to make toys way in advance, and then the toys have to be solicited. They have to be put in catalogs, and they have to be put on order forms so the people that sell the toys know they're coming out. And that has to do with how many they're going to manufacture. If they get lots of orders, they know to make more Funko Pops. I only wish Hot Toys would work the way Funko does, but they don't. But in terms of this, I don't see, other than being able to keep a lid on it, but how do you solicit retailers in advance and not spill the beans?
Yeah.
It's just the nature of the business. Unfortunately, I don't see a way around it other than if you have retailers that are already going to buy Funko Pops, they can say, trust us, we're going to make this many. But in terms of Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, look, it makes sense because the Flashpoint universe obviously had the Atlanteans and the Amazons, not Amazonians, I was corrected, the Amazons and the Atlanteans going to war with one another. So it doesn't surprise me, like we've seen in the trailer, that there's a world without metahumans. Maybe, I don't know how Wonder Woman fits into it, but I think it makes sense. She probably is in it. I would love to see the Amazons and the Atlanteans at war. Bring back Jason Momoa and show them battling in the ocean or something. Not like big scene, but make it cool, because I've always wanted to see that. But everything else, we know, Dark Flash, 2 different versions of Barry Allen. You know what? If nothing else, these pop figures make me that much more excited to see this movie. I can't wait to see it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Funko has never really been wrong with their Funko Pops and the movie stuff.
That's true. There have been toy lines that come out and it didn't have anything to do with it, but I can't recall a time when a Funko one did.
Yeah,
Funko doesn't care.
messes it up.
Funko doesn't care. They're trying to release those things or those promo pics way early, and a lot of people have gotten mad at them for doing so.
Well, no, I don't think Funko put this picture out. I just think this is the packaging of the toy.
Oh, right.
And I think because this packaging is going out to a lot of people, and some of those people are taking pictures and putting them up online.
And John, we're not that far away.
No, we're not.
From this movie, so it makes sense. Even just shipping toys and getting them in, getting product, and a lot of the time, people forget that movie toys tend to, other than Hot Toys, movie toys tend to hit stores before the movie opens. So this makes sense. Comic book stores, collectible stores, any place that has Funko Pops, game stores are going to get these probably in advance of the movie actually opening.
Yeah, and they need to.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because you bring it up. It's a tough problem that there's not actually an obvious solution to. So I'm sure the toy industry and the movie industry is going to continue to work on it. Anyway, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about this? It looks like we just got a toy confirmation that Wonder Woman's going to at least pop up in the movie. I doubt a major role, but she's at least probably going to pop up. What do you guys think about that? What can the toy industry and the movie industry do? They have to start working on these toys far in advance. They have to start shipping them out, because logistically, getting all these things out to all the people who's got to have, they got to be at toy conventions for people to see. What's the solution? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Guys, it's the new year. Do you remember those New Year's goals you promised yourself you'd stick to? HelloFresh is here to help you eat better by delivering fresh ingredients and easy recipes right to your door, taking the hassle out of dinner time. Looking for an easy way to eat well and save money? Cut back on expensive takeout and delivery and get started with HelloFresh. You'll love how fast, easy, and affordable it is to whip up a restaurant-quality meal right in your own kitchen. My wife Ann and I have been constantly impressed by HelloFresh. Not only how absolutely delicious the food is, but how easy it is to prepare and how much fun we have doing it. Go to HelloFresh.com/Campea60 and use the code Campea60 for 60% off plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/Campea60 for 60% off plus free shipping. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.